The young guns ready to go for it next. The Junior Saloon Car Championship. Charlie Hand was the dominant winner of last year's championship. Of course, he's moved on. He's now in the Brit Car Trophy Championship with the Renault Clio. And in fact, only 4 of the first 15 drivers in last year's championship have returned to race in 2022. We've still got a grid of 30 Citroën Saxos set to be out for this one. And earlier on, Ian caught up with a few of the drivers in the paddock.
Right, hello everybody, welcome down to the pit garages here at Silverstone, and I'm delighted to be joined by Oliver Cotton. Now, Oliver, you're almost a veteran in the Junior Saloon Car Championship, aren't you, if such a thing exists?
Yeah, I'm one of the most experienced one on the grid this year, so hopefully going for the championship this year as well, so I've got the most experience, see what happens. Last year was a bit of a breakthrough, wasn't it? A number of podiums last year. This year is going to be top step, right? Yeah, top step this year. Last year I had quite a few bad looks, got taken out in a few races, but see what happens, see if my luck's on my side this year. It will be. You're a very talented driver. I've got to say as well, a big thank you, because slightly new livery on the car this year. Yeah, bright pink and blue, just like good excuses. People can say, oh, I didn't see me there. I was like, it's bright pink, you mustn't look in your mirrors. Well, I know our commentator Dave Goddard is very grateful. Of course, I'm expecting you to be a bit of a front rider. Qualifying perhaps didn't quite go how you were looking for, though. No, qualifying was P8. The back tyres went up a bit too high, the pressure-wise. It was like a little shopping trolley going around corners. There's a sliding everywhere, so I got pace in me still, so I need to show that in the race. A lot of slipstreaming in the race though, so it's a very long track, lots of straight, so slipstreaming and trying to get the moves on the last corner by the last lap before it kicks off. It's big and wide, Silverstone, isn't it? Lots of opportunities. Yeah, lots of opportunities. Every corner here you can probably overtake if you get good slipstream on them, so good. And with about 30 of you, it's going to be quite an exciting race, isn't it? 30 of us going to the first corner. It's going to be interesting, especially with a lot of new drivers as well. So, Oliver, thanks for talking to us. Best of luck, mate. It's great to see you. Just before you cut off, have a look. Like we said, we've got about 30 of these Junior Saloon Car Championship cars. Here they all are. Look at this. Look at all the prep work going in. It's quite incredible, isn't it? It is almost time day for race one. So I better hand over to commentator Dave Goddard to take through the action.
Thanks, Ian. Yes, good to hear from one or two of our youngsters here today. Drivers as young as 14, as we said earlier, can compete in the Junior Saloon Car Championship. Identical Citroën Saxo VTRs, the cars used for this series. Plenty of drivers have gone on to very great things indeed in motorsport, having started out in this series. But we'll have a look at the lineup for this year. And in pole position, having taken pole in fact for both races from the qualifying session earlier on, is a driver we saw last year, number 46, Harry Hickton. He was 13th in the championship last year, came in as a complete novice, no racing experience elsewhere. Clearly his father's taught him everything he knew. David Hickton, experienced saloon car racer, and Harry is on pole position for the first race of the season, alongside number 77 of Travis Chapman in the Jeekins prepared car. Second row of the grid, Jack Ruddell, number 9, made his debut towards the end of last season, alongside Harvey Dent, number 58 in the Westbourne Motorsport prepared Saxo, hoping to avoid living up to his name in this one. Two rookies on the third row, number 93, Maximus Hall, starts alongside number 22 from Ireland, Dara Flock, I hope I pronounced that correctly, the man from Tallaght near Dublin, starts on row 3, the reactive welding sponsored car. Then we got number 41, which is Connor Duncan, yet another of the Jeekins team cars. The Jeekins family coming into this from Rallycross. And alongside him is the man we've just heard from, Oliver Cotton, into his third season now, junior saloon car racing. He'll be among the favourites this year, 9th in the points last season. Completing the top 10, number 30, Jamie Good. He's a cadet marshal as well. And alongside him is number 16, Jacob Heap, 15th in the points last season. Ex-short oval man Jensen Bell from Scotland in 871 is on row 6 alongside CJ Morgan, 59, another familiar name from last year. Then we've got number 19, Sandro Baesteros. With a name like Baesteros, he should be racing a Golf, shouldn't he? Not a Saxo. Made his debut at the end of last season, starts alongside 303 Zach Palmer, one of our newcomers. Adam Parker, his familiar black and green car raced last season. He's on row 8, number 92, alongside 333 Adam Harding in the Oryx competition car. Then we've got Harry Smith, number 10, made his debut again towards the end of last year, retains his rookie status this year, alongside 33 of Jacob Baldry. Next up on the grid, 322, Jamie Petters, last year's rookie champion, beat Louis Hounsell in the very last race of the year to win the rookie championship last year. He'll be a bit disappointed, I think, to be only 19th on the grid. Brother Dan Petters races in the pickup truck championship as well. See how Jamie comes through in his familiar blue and Dayglow yellow car. 6th in the overall points last year as well. He starts alongside number 53, Jack James, the Londoner. He won the JSCC scholarship over the winter to win his chance in the series. See how he gets on from 20th on the grid. Next on the grid is Gabriel Doyle Parfait, number 280, run by Orex Competition, alongside number 17, Riley Price. Then the 12th row, we have got number 6, Charlie Constable, alongside number 13, Luke Scrooby. These are the Jeekins run car, sponsored by Bean and Gone Coffee Bar. Let's hope it isn't been and gone for him in this race. Row 13, number 78, Kieran Roberts, alongside 57 of Ben Carter. The penultimate row of the grid, 36, Joel Ryan, and number 11, newcomer Oscar Dix. And the final row of the grid, I believe the only lady pilot in this race, number 353, which is Cole Lynch. And alongside her is number 888, one of our newcomers, Alexander Mosthav. There's Jamie Petters, the blue and yellow car, alongside Jack James. Let's hope there's nobody missing from towards the back in this one. We've seen quite a few young lady racers over the last few years, the likes of Ashley Gregory, Arwen Graham, Chloe Grant as well, the scholarship winner. They've all moved on up in recent years. Of course, Katie Milner as well. But it is Harry Hickton on pole position for this first race of the season. This is going to be a cracker. Still coming through from the assembly area, you can see in the background there. Identical Citroen Saxos, some of them in unfamiliar colours, so I'll apologise in advance if I do miscall anyone or misidentify anyone during this first race of the year. It's time to learn the new liveries. There's Oscar Dix in the white car, one of our newcomers. 98 Oliver Cottam, unmistakable there, the pink and blue. Adam Parker, his familiar green and black there. Similar colours for Jacob Baldry. Baldy to his friends. I'm really looking forward to this race. This will be 15 minutes plus 1 lap. So when the time clock counts down to 0, the last lap board will go out, not the checkered flag. There's 353, that is Cole Lynch. Very back of the grid, Alex Mosthav in the Chandler Motorsport car. Cole Lynch in the Wheatley Motorsport car, not in her usual salmon pink livery. Made her debut at the end of last season. Sadly, he got involved in a couple of shunts, so looking to avoid that today, but it's Harry Hickton on pole. 13th in the points last year, looking to emulate his father David as a top-line saloon car racer. Alongside him, Travis Chapman from Bristol, number 77, only 26th in the points last year in the Jeekins Motorsport run car. Second row of the grid, Jack Ruddell in the grey, number 9, starts alongside the 58 of Harvey Dent in the black car. Last couple of cars move into line at the back. Watch for Jamie Petters coming through. Adam Harding could be a contender as well. CJ Morgan in the 59. Jensen Bell in the blue and whites, number 8712. Just getting Alexander Mosthav into the correct position there at the back for his first ever circuit race. Looks like we're almost ready to rock and roll then. The first Junior Saloon Car Championship race of 2022. The 5-second board is held aloft on the gantry, waiting for the red lights to come on. The red lights are on. When they go out, she'll be underway. 15 minutes plus 1 lap. We get underway. 1 or 2 cars a little hesitant to get going from the back, some of our newcomers. And down towards the first corner, it's a good start by Harry Hickton. He moves across to take the line for Abbey. 3 wide for second place. Travis Chapman will come out in second by the look of it. All round Abbey okay for the first time. Number 41 Connor Duncan gets through. 3 wide through Farm Corner, the left-hander up towards the right at Village. It's Harry Hickton who leads the way. They spread out across the course. A good start there by Oliver Cotton, the pink and blue number 98 car. He's moved up a couple of spots. We'll see who's leading as they come out of the slightly twisty section at the link, and it's Harry Hickton with a clear lead here. Everybody else trying to be second. This swarm of Saxos, like a shoal of brightly coloured fish, as they head out of the link there through Chapel and onto the Hanger Straight. Now, who's going to come out with second? Looks like Jack Riddell in the number 9. Harvey Dent in the black and red car is there on the inside. Travis Chapman in the middle. Oliver Cotton on the outside. Having a look on the inside is Harvey Dent trying to go through for second place. Riddell holds him off. Cotton sweeps around the outside. Also in there is Dara Flock, the young Irishman in the blue number 22 car. They're all over each other. Somebody a bit sideways in there, but so far everybody has got round okay. Travis Chapman through into second place. Harvey Dent side by side with Oliver Cotton. Then it's Flock. Riddell has lost out there. He was second. He's down to about 5th or 6th now. Gets bumped wide there out of Club Corner as they start to sort themselves out. The 2 cars running a bit wide there. There's Riley Price, number 17, side by side with Harry Smith in the number 10. But across the line for the first time, it's Hickton from Chapman, Dent, Cotton, Flock. As quickly as that, lead was 3.5 seconds, so Harry Hickton has checked out at the front of the field. There he is, leaving everybody else to squabble for second place. Chapman under fire. At the inside is Harvey Dent into Village, very late on the brakes. I don't think he'll make that stick. No, he doesn't. Over the curb goes Travis Chapman. Clearly first day back at school for a lot of these young racers. Cotton in 4th place, Dara Flock in 5th position. 6th behind them is Connor Duncan, number 41. So Jack Riddell has lost another place. They're all through okay on the first lap though, which is the main thing. No damage so far. Luke Scrooby has dropped to the back of the pack in number 13. Here comes Harvey Dent having a look at Travis Chapman in the Jeekins Race Prep run car. Side by side into Stowe Corner. Then it's the 2 blue cars there, the pink and blue of Cotton, the blue of Flock, fighting it out for 4th position. Certainly not settling down. Oliver Cotton nearly clipping the back of Harvey Dent there as they go into Club Corner. Cotton tries the inside line. He forces his way up the inside into 3rd place. Just managing to make his way through there. Oliver Cotton up into the top 3, one of the most experienced men in the field this season, as we heard earlier. But here comes the number 22 of Dara Flock, the Irishman, going well, and he's almost being pushed there by 41 of Connor Duncan, the West Calder-based driver, and they go past Cotton. That was almost a bit of bump drafting there down the Sir Lewis Hamilton straight, almost NASCAR style. Hickton's away and gone ahead of Chapman. 3rd place now, it is the 58 of Harvey Dent. There's Flock in 4th place, the active welding car. Novice cross on the rear window. You have to wear one of those for at least your first 6 races in UK motorsports. Fighting back now is Jack Riddell. Cotton's dropping back and he makes a little bit of contact there with, I think that was Jamie Petters, who's starting to make his way through in the 3-2-2. No, it's not Petters. He's the blue and Dayglow car further back. So who's that coming through? It might be the 93 of Max Hall. First wing mirror damage of the season at any rate. Harvey Dent on the back of Travis Chapman for 2nd place, the purple and white car. Swing their way through the right at Stowe Corner. One mate racing at its best here at Silverstone. Harry Hickton clear at the front. Chapman holds 2nd as they go into Club Corner for the 3rd time. It's Harvey Dent, Dara Flock, 41 of Connor Duncan. There's Jack Riddell, and it is 93 Max Hall with the wing mirror hanging off them, and a little bit of contact coming out of the link that time through. Down the Sir Lewis Hamilton straight they go. Nothing in the 124s. Harry Hickton with the quickest lap of the race, 124.38. Chapman and Dent nose to tail for 2nd place. Lead is now up to nearly 6 seconds. Harry Hickton has cleared off in front, so has Dent to the inside into Village. Late on the brakes, this time he makes it work, and he's up into second, but he runs wide on the exit. There was a little bit of a clip there. You can see a little bit of bodywork flew off as Chapman starts to fight back. 4 cars line astern now with Flock and Duncan in there. It's Ruddell, Hall, Cotton's fallen back. Behind him, it looks like it's CJ Morgan, the pink number 59 car. Running at the top 10 is the number 16, the grey car of Jacob Heap, the young Yorkshireman. Down to Stowe Corner comes the battle for second place. 4 of them going at it. Connor Duncan moves to the inside, attacking the 22 of Flock. Just about holding it together through there. Travis Chapman trying to take second place back from Harvey Dent after he got through on the brakes for Village. Last time through he goes to the outside into Club Corner. This means he'll have the inside for the right-hander that comes afterwards. No, he won't. Tries again, moves across the other way as Flock makes a bit of a mistake there on the run into Club. Dent holds the second place. Who's going to be in fourth as they come through? Is it going to be Duncan? Side by side, meanwhile, for second. Dent on the inside, Chapman on the outside. This is terrific stuff. Behind them, Max Hall closing up as well, and Jack Ruddell, the number 9. Made a decent start, was briefly second, but has fallen back. Dent holds that second place, number 58. But Harry Hickton has gone out of sight. He's leading by over 7 seconds now as Dara Flock goes for the inside. Former Irish karting champion goes through past Connor Duncan. These drivers have come through apprenticeships in karting and short oval racing. Some of them have come from sim racing as well. Jacob Baldry making a move there on Jensen Bell. That's the fight for 11th place further back. They've got, who's that grey car behind? That's Jamie Good, I think, number 30. Connor Duncan to the inside on Dara Flock. There's Hall, Cotton, Morgan. Jacob Heap is in there as well behind Jack Ruddell, who's lost more places by the look of it. There's Baldry, the 33, the green car. Jensen Bell coming under fire from Jamie Good. Don't forget it's 50. Whoa, up on the curb there, Travis Chapman. A bit of stunt driving there. The man from Bristol. Westmore Motorsport car of Max Hall, number 93, chasing hard. Could soon be half a dozen cars fighting for second place. Could even be 7 because CJ Morgan's getting in on the act as well. Maximus Hall with the wing mirror hanging off there. Well, Harry Hickton now leads by over 8.5 seconds, looking for his first ever win. Harvey Dent in second ahead of Chapman, Flock in 4th place, then it's Duncan, Hall, Cotton and Morgan. Jacob Heap and Jacob Baldry rounding out the top 10 at the line. Jack Ruddell has pulled into the pits. He's got a problem, unfortunately. That's a great shame. There goes the leader. It's all about the fight for second place in round 1 of the 2022 Junior Saloon Car Championship.
Through goes Harry Hickman. He's not
really can sometimes put the seniors to shame for close competitive racing. It's pretty frantic further back in the pack as well, we see there. There's Harry Hickton. He's wondering where everybody else has got to. His father has raced BMWs, Opels and many other classic saloon cars over the years. David Hickton will be cheering his son on from the pit wall, I'm sure. Harry, one of the few drivers who's in this field who's never raced in karts, he's never done short ovals or anything else, came in as a complete novice last season. And here's a battle further back in the order. Charlie Constable, number 6, challenging Harry Smith. Behind them, Adam Harding in the treble 3, a little bit of damage to his bumper. And number 17 of Riley Price up ahead of them. 4 of them together, there's a bit of rubbing through there. Off the curb came Harry Smith into the side of Price, they've survived that. And up behind them is the bright yellow car of Kieran Roberts, number 78. They fan out across the straight. This is great stuff. Back in the midfield. Charlie Constable, number 6, caught in the middle there, the Orex car.
Morgan 8, Baldry 9, and in 10th, sorry, Baldry is 10th in 9th heat.
Vincent Bell chasing after the number 30 of Good there. We've got a spinner. Riley Price has gone, so that battle's come to a head there. We lose the 17 car, straight back on the throttle, spins the wheels. Gets out his frustration, Riley Price, the man from Leicester. Having lost a few places there has got going again without harm. That was that battle we were watching in the midfield. It came to a head there through Village. If there was any contact, we didn't see. Just over 5 minutes plus 1 lap to go as Kieran Roberts tries to make a move on the 53 car. That's the scholarship winner, Jack James, the black and blue car. This is the battle for second place, and Connor Duncan gets a knock from Travis Chapman. That's delayed Chapman there. You can see he's lost momentum, and Dara Flock goes around the outside. Max Hall to the inside, 3 wide. Rubbing's racing, as they say, and there was certainly some rubbing there, goodness me. So it's now Dent second, Duncan up to third, Flock fourth, Hall is fifth, and Chapman down to sixth with the loss of a wing mirror. Oliver Cottam is next in the order. He's coming back into this now, the pink and blue car. Well, Harry Hickton is just saying to everybody, if you're going to squabble between yourselves, I'm going to clear off into the distance. He leads by 9 seconds. There's a bit of needle creeping into this behind because Max Hall now having a go at Dara Flock. This is great stuff. We've lost 2 cars so far. Jack Riddell and Jamie Petters, unfortunately, have pulled off into the pits. Riley Price has rejoined after his spin. He lost 9 places, unfortunately, as a result of that. It's Dent, Duncan, Flock, Hall, Chapman, Cottam, CJ Morgan and Jacob Hick. Jacob Baldwin's like rounding out the top 10 in the 33. Here's Harry Hickton. He's just out for a Saturday afternoon drive in his Citroen Saxo. Some Andover in Hampshire. See nobody else into sight as he disappears down towards Abbey. Here's the second place man, Harvey Dent, has pulled away now, and it's 3 cars for third place. Connor Duncan from West Calder, under fire from Dara Flock. Some Tallaght near Dublin. And 93, Max Hall from Berkeley in 5th position. Travis Chapman was second. He's down to 6th after that little contretemps through Club Corner last time through. He's got a mirror hanging off. And somebody in the gravel, that's Charlie Constable. That's at Club Corner. There's damage to the front of his car. So Charlie Constable out of his first junior saloon car race. Now he was battling with the likes of Harry Smith and that little group as 280 there. That's Gabriel Doyle Parfait, the Liverpudlian, makes up a place. That was a little further back in the order. There's Jack James, scholarship winner, fighting with Sandro Baesteros in the number 19 car in his second ever meeting. Made his debut in the final round of last season. Parfait is just behind those two. He just got past 36 of Joel Ryan. Just over 2 minutes plus 1 lap to go. Things starting to string out just a little in the midfield. Leader's gone through to complete his 9th lap. There he is. Harry Hickton just keeping his pace here. This is great driving, very smooth indeed from Harry Hickton. This is a warning shot to all his rivals for the championship this year. He was only 13th in the points last season, but as we said, all but 4 of the top 15 from last year have moved on to other things, leaving it very open for this year. Here comes the second place scrap headed by Harvey Dent in the 58 car. Soon Harry Hickton will be catching a back marker. Who's that he's going to put a lap on? We'll wait and see. Alexander Mostow, I think. 17 car has been shown a black and white flag. That's the driving standards flag for Riley Price, number 17. I would suspect that's for exceeding track limits. That's just a warning. If he does it again, he might risk a time penalty. Price down in 22nd after a spin earlier on. There's the battle for what is now 3rd place. There's a yellow flag at Club Corner. There's the reason. Charlie Constable being rescued by the marshals. He's okay. Hopefully he'll be able to get that car out for race 2, which is tomorrow. We've got somebody off there. That's CJ Morgan, I think. The pink car we caught a glimpse of there. He's pulled up. Was 9th. Fight for 2nd over the line. Now the clock on 30 seconds. So next time around, the last lap board will go out. as we say, it's when the clock counts down to 0. And Adam Morgan, CJ Morgan, sorry, is stopped on the track there. Adam Morgan, of course, British touring car racer, which of course some of these drivers could be someday. That's what they're aiming for. Alexander Mostav has been lapped by the flying Harry Hickton. Next to be lapped should be the number 13 of Luke Scrooby. Coming round to start the final lap this time, Harry Hickton. And in fact, I think the red flag is going out. We may finish this a lap early. Red flag has come up on my timing screen. Yes, they're slowing down. The red flag is coming out because of that car stranded. Oh, and what's happened there? It looks like we've got a fire on somebody's car. Yes, up Club Corner. I think that's the number 280 of Gabriel Parfait. He's out of the car, he's okay, but it looks like that car has caught a light. So that's the reason for the stoppage. Plus CJ Morgan's car stopped on the track on the exit of Abbey. Yes, it is the 280 car of Gabriel Parfait on his debut. He's made it to near the pit lane entrance, but looks like the car has caught a light. Well done to the Silverstone volunteer marshals there. They've got the fire out. But that's the reason, partly the reason for the red flag. And also, of course, CJ Morgan's car stopped on track at Abbey. So the race ends a lap early, effectively. And it will be a clear win for Harry Hickton. I suspect, now he had cross line, yes, he's counted back a lap, 9 laps. Harry Hickton the winner by 10.233 seconds, provisionally over Harvey Dent.
Well done. With a little bit of pleading. Drivers have been stopped at the foot of race control. Oh, well done. So
let's have a look at the provisional results then. 9 laps completed for Harry Hickton before the checkered flag and red flags came out. Harvey Dent in second, then it was Connor Duncan third, ahead of Dara Flock. Max Hall, good debut for him as well. 2 newcomers there, 4th and 5th. Travis Chapman, second early on, dropped down to 6th ahead of Oliver Cottam, then Jacob Heap. CJ Morgan wasn't running at the time of the red flag, so he may not be classified, so it should be Jacob Baldry and Jamie Good, provisionally, who will complete the top 10 ahead of Jensen Bell, Zach Palmer, Harry Smith and Adam Harding. Behind them was Kieran Roberts, Jack James, the scholarship winner, then Sandro Baesteros, Gabriel Doyle Parfait. We saw his car caught fire, unfortunately, so won't be classified, I don't think, in the result. Then behind them were Ben Carter, Joel Ryan, Riley Price, Adam Parker, Oscar Dix, Luke Scrooby, Alex Mostav, and Cole Lynch, who made a pit stop midway through. We lost Charlie Constable into the gravel at Club Corner. Jack Rodell made a pit stop as well, but I think got going again. And we lost Jamie Petters early on. We could see his car in the pit lane, unfortunately. So a slightly early conclusion to our first Junior Saloon Car Championship race of the season. A couple of stranded cars bringing out the red flag. Next up is the race that I think most people here at Silverstone has come to see. It'll be the Laser Tools Super Touring cars with the Bertie Haulage Pre-03 touring cars coming up next.
big smile on your face. You enjoyed that, clearly.
Yeah, it was really good fun.
Warning, expect me to get very nerdy during the commentary for this next race. First of all, we can hand down to Ian Waterhouse in Parc Fermé for the Junior Saloon cars.
Well, plenty of drama once again. Here we are, though, with the race winner, Harry Hickton. And Harry, you stayed out of all the trouble, didn't you? In fact, it looked quite lonely out there for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's fun being close racing, but to get the lead in that distance, not be able to see anything going on behind me, it's a brilliant feeling.
You want to stay out of trouble, don't you? And that's exactly what you did. We saw a lot of close racing going on. There's 30 of these Saxos out there. Was it nice to have all of that clear there then?
Yeah, obviously, seeing how much rookies as well there are on the track, it's going to be anxious about what happens, who does what. But no, I was happy with how the back gap I got, and then just drove away with it. Didn't even see anything in the mirrors. Couldn't tell what was going on. Couldn't see who was second.
Clearly, there's a lot of pace in you and the car as well. I mean, even throughout, you were going almost half a second lap faster than anybody else. Yeah. What a great start to the season.
Yeah, it's ideal that. Hopefully, we can take that further on in the season, get more results like this, more double poles. You know, just keep it going, go for the championship.
Big smiley face. Well done, Harry. Congratulations. Let's keep going down as well a little bit, shall we? Of course, a couple of other drivers. Let's go have a chat with them to see how they're feeling. Oh, that was exciting down there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It really was. What was it like for you?
Oh, it was hot and sweaty, I tell you that. But yeah, it was real hard work. It wasn't a simple race. It wasn't like I was like Harry. I didn't pull away from the start. Obviously, it wasn't simple for him, but for me, had a bit more rustle and tussle sort of thing. Yeah, I had a bit of tussle with Chapman for second once I got there, sort of trying to manage the gap behind, and I think I'd managed to do that pretty well. So yeah.
You certainly did. I see it means a lot. Big smile on your face. Can I just ask, how tall are you out of interest?
6'3".
6'3".
Fitting in this little thing.
He's twice as tall as me. He's more than half my age. I hate you. Well done. Congratulations. Let's go have a chat over here as well. We've got another man who's got a big smile on your face. So how was that?
Yes, loads of fun. I just got out of karting, so it's a big different thing. There's 800 kilos more racing this.
But you'll be you'll be very used to a lot of cars around you, a lot of action.
Yeah, it was a bit more action in karting because it's way bigger. Not very used to it, but I managed to work my way up from 7th, and I'm very happy with that.
You've got to be delighted you're on a podium first race.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Now, hopefully, we can go for a top 5 in the championship from here.
Oh, that's what I like. Top 3 in the championship. Well done. There you go. Congratulations. Right. I'm going to hand back to your commentator, Dave Goddard, to tell you what's coming up next.
Again, defense car.